I'm inspired. Ay. I'm inspired. Ay.
Hey guys, today I want to share my experience. And one of the things that I've experienced in life is I've experienced a lot of social anxiety when talking with people. And I've come to a place now where it's gone. Completely. 100% gone. 100% gone. And it's a blissful feeling. It's amazing. Like it's dope. And now that social anxiety is gone, I know how to help people on a deeper level. I know how to have more fun and extract more from the experience, from conversations. I know how to launch people in a good direction when after talking to me, and I know how to. I don't know. I feel freaking good. It feels good. It feels so good to be able to talk to people for the first time in my life, and to be able to truly listen, to truly be present with them, and to not be in the way. And that's what I would experience my anxiety as. I would experience my anxiety when talking to people as me being in the way. You know, like I would experience it like I would take nothing away from the conversation that I was having with someone else. I would take nothing away from that except the anxiety that I felt. It was gross. It was very unfulfilling. I would be unfulfilled by my social interactions with other people. And so it's cool to see the process of me going from this very, on the surface, confident person and someone that could, hold a conversation, but on the inside be freaking the hell out. It's cool to now be experiencing myself as connection and deep love and understanding for other people when in interacting with them. And it's so cool to see it come through. And even this is my first time really making videos in a long time, and even watching the back, I see a total difference in the videos I make now versus the videos I make back then. So there's no more anxiety with you anymore. I used to have anxiety behind this camera, and now I don't have to make videos over. I would make a video in the past, watch it, it's not good enough, blah 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 blah, this with it, and then I'd remake it like 4 or 5 times. That's unnecessary now. Just one shot, done, go. It's all there. It all comes up. There's no more anxiety to get in the way from the message that I've always felt and known to be in my heart. It just comes up, comes out, boom, done. And so it's cool. It's a really cool experience, and I want to share it with you today. So if you're here because you want to know how to become more confident as a person, if you want to know how to speak clearly and to feel good while looking at people's eyes, looking them in the eyes and sharing your message, and if you want that anxiety gone, I believe this is the video to help you. I'm going to do my best to help you through sharing my experience. And so what I've observed happening within myself that's allowed me to feel more confident and happy, clear when engaging with other people is I simply have gotten out the way. I've gotten out the way by detaching from the identity that I've created for myself throughout the years. I used to have an identity that was attached to all these experiences that I've had in the past that were uncomfortable. And those experiences that were uncomfortable, the things in my life that created shame and fear and doubt, those experiences colored who I believed myself to be. And so those experiences, when I would present this identity, this false self to people that I had created, when I would present that to people, well, because I felt what I was presenting was this fake individual. I felt that I was presenting this false self. I felt inside, I unconsciously felt that I couldn't clearly, consciously see that I was presenting this fake, false ego self. And I was presenting myself as someone associated with all these shameful, guilty events from my past. And that would give me anxiety because I was afraid they'd see it. I'm like, okay, here's Gordon. Like one thing that I used to do was I used to be a pretty heavy porn user, right? And I felt shame and guilt about that. I felt shame and guilt about it. And so that shame and guilt would be echoing throughout my consciousness all the time. And see, I can share that fact about myself now because it's not me. I feel no shame and guilt about that. It's something that I did, yes. It was an experience I had, yes. But it does not define me. Up until now, it has defined me. But I've released that. And it was part of my experience. It was part of my experience to learn myself, to grow, to know myself differently. And so I would come into conversation. That's one example. So hopefully this reflects back to you an example of maybe one thing that you hold on to in your life that makes you feel uncomfortable, guilty, shameful, fearful. Maybe it was a trauma. Maybe there was a victim paradigm that happened in your life in which you felt like you may have been in victimhood, and so that victimhood made you look at yourself a certain way, and so when you presented yourself to another person, maybe that experience echoed in your mind. I don't know. It's individual. If you want to talk about it, you can hit me up. I do coaching. But so I would present all these things deep beneath the surface when interacting with people. When I would present the self and hope they see just the surface and not the things below the surface. And it would give me anxiety. And and the conversations and connections and interactions that I would have with other people, it would be about me. When someone else would be talking, I'd be thinking about what I was going to say next. And I would be scrolling through my mind to find something that was good. I'm like, oh, they'd be impressed by this, and they won't see me for how I really think and feel I am. They'd be impressed with this thought. Sometimes I couldn't find a thought, and so I'd be flipping through the pages all frantically. I'd be like, oh, where's the page? Where's the page at with all the good shit? If I don't find the page with the good shit, they're gonna judge me, and they're gonna think that I'm this and this, and they're gonna know that I'm a failure and fraud. And this anxiety would bubble up because I'm flipping through these pages in my mind while they're talking, and the clock is ticking. Soon it's going to be your turn. Soon it's going to be my turn to share. So you better have something good, otherwise you're going to be a failure. That's how I would feel. Now, when someone's talking, I'm not in the way. It's not about me. It's not about me finding a good sentence to deliver back to them once they're done talking. It's not about that. It's about holding space for them. It's about being present with them and being loved. That's what it's about. And I trust, right? I trust because now I have a different relationship with myself because I've released those shameful, guilty thoughts. My mom died when I was young, right? So because I was able to recognize that me utilizing porn and stuff, that was a direct result of the consciousness associated with being alone, feeling lonely, because my mom died. I was able to identify that. That chain reaction, and I was able to release a lot of stuff once I released the root of a lot of my shame, which was associated with this consciousness of feeling alone because my mom died. You know, and just recognizing and bringing things in the unconscious to the conscious spot, to a conscious place, and holding space for myself. This is a long video and I'm tangenting a little bit because I feel like it's still relevant. Because I brought this thing of unconsciousness to the conscious, I was able to look at it, hold it, love it, and release it. And so, long story short, I was able to detach from my ego. It's not about me anymore when I'm talking on camera. It's not about me anymore when I'm talking with other people. It's not about me anymore. It's just about giving what's bubbling up. It's just about focusing on God and my soul, my spirit. The soul, the spirit, on abundant confidence, abundant strength, power, intelligence, knowing. That's all accessible deep, 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 deep inside. That spirit that you are, that little spark, that little shining light that you are, it's all available. The life force within you that's animating your body. In that life force, everything you need is available in terms of consciousness, confidence, any characteristic in which I found that I desired, I found that I could access it through God, this energy that's keeping me alive. I can access it through that, not through the theories and conceptions and the stories that I tell myself about myself. No, it's not about me. It's about redirecting my attention to the thing that's keeping me alive and feeding and living off of that. Speaking from that place, feeling from that place. But it took me getting Gordon out of the way. It took me releasing his story and loving him. That's what they mean by self-love. To drench the self that you've created throughout the years, drench it and drown it in love to the point where it dissolves into love. And that's all there is now. It's just love. And love is expressive, it's expansive, it's strong, it's rooted, it's vulnerable, it's open, it's true. That's what love is. And so now, in my experience, that's all there is. That's all I can experience. That's all I think about. That's all I feel is just love. No more Gordon. And he's chilling with me. He's sitting right here to the side, like he's observing and he's enjoying the ride now. He prefers this ride much, much more than the ride in which he had the wheel. He's like, yo, love, I appreciate all the love that you've drenched me in. And I'm like, you know what? You cool, love, you dope. Like I like when you're around. So you know what? Take the wheel to this body, bro. And I'll just sit back and watch you play the game, because honestly, the game is much more enjoyable to observe when you're playing. That's what Gordon thinks about love. It's like, damn, dude, you cool. You go ahead and play. I'll just watch you play. And so, I hope this reflects back to you. I hope my experience reflects back to you something of value that you can, hope you can see something, I hope what you see in me is useful to you in your paradigm and your experience and your existence. As always, if you have found value in this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. What's the other thing they say? What's the other thing all the YouTubers be saying? They be like, leave a comment. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And also, if there's some topics, some video topics in which you would like me to talk about, leave the topic below. And even, I go even further, if you like to be on the channel, right? If you want to be featured, send me a video. You can send me a video on Facebook, Gordon X Phillips. Type that into Facebook search bar, I pop up, or you can go to my Let's Evolve page and send me a video. Go on Instagram, make a video on Instagram and post it onto your Instagram page. And I'll go on there and I'll repost it and I'll save it, copy it, and put it up on the YouTube channel, and then I'll answer your question that way too. That'd be cool. So, much love to you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.